Now, let's say he comes in and he's like, I know we just finished the onboarding process. I got another job that's willing to pay me better for more hours, so I'm just going to cancel my onboarding. It's not a great situation, but in that situation, you would go to this pending terminations tab or any employee that you need to terminate. But pending, and then you would click initiate offboarding. You would select the company that they are offboarding from, the offboarding template. And then you would go through, you would find Joe Crane here, select his termination date and termination reason. There are many different termination reasons that could be put in. We're going to put it personal. And you can also select here if you would like them to be eligible for rehire. You can put in any notes, like let's say you don't select them eligible for rehire. You can put in, they walked out after their onboarding and decided not to come back. That way you know that's why they're not rehired and it's done. You can also add in any documents that you would like to be provided in the offboarding process, and it will automatically save everything in this system. As I said earlier, as you click through, everything that is added by employee or by you during this process is saved in their employee records system. So everything that is asked, submitted, let's say that employee comes in 10 days after they were terminated and is like, I want my employee records. And by Washington law, you have to provide them to me. You can go into the iSolve system and all of their employee records will already be saved and you can just send them on over. It won't be a problem at all. So we're going to click save. And he's sitting in here as a pending termination, but he's not fully terminated yet. So what you're going to want to do is click this little pencil right here for edit. And it's going to open the finalization process. So we're going to confirm termination date and termination reason, everything that you put in the first section. We're going to click next. And let's say that that laptop, you gave it to him, he brought it back. You would go in and you would put through these records. He brought back the laptop. If there was damage to the laptop, you could mention it in notes here. If the laptop never returned, you can put that in there as well. But you can activate, deactivate all assets in this screen. We can also go through benefits plans. Like let's say he had health insurance, you can cancel or schedule canceling his medical plan, dental plan, anything like that, his life insurance plans. Leave accruals and pending absences, you can control and delete from here. You can change his assigned role, default job assignments, organization roles, everything. You can inactivate his direct deposit, deductions, earnings, memo calculations, garnishments, pending performance reviews. It says there's no miscellaneous fields. If you had put in like that he had a shirt or anything like that, it would show up here. And then it's going to have you run an audit. And it's going to have you click this run audit to make sure that none of the data clashes with any other employees on current payroll or anything like that. So we run the audit. No conflicts were found. So we can click save. And he's officially terminated and released. All termination notes are automatically put into that record keeping, able to be provided to the employee anytime needed. All right, that is our showing. I see Sylvan has been typing away at these questions in the chat. If there are any other questions besides what's being asked in the chat, now is a great time to put them in the chat, raise your hand, and we can answer via removing your mic, anything like that.
One quick one. There was a request to show how you switch between users. So both between having an employee and a client user tied to the same email address, as well as how a manager would go from their employee view to the manager view.
Absolutely. Okay, so for employee to manager view for managers, it's very simple. You see your name up here, you click on this little arrow, and you can see your employee view, manager view, or if you have supervisor view as well, you can go there, and you would just click on which view you would like. All right, and it will automatically take you over to the employee view. As for switching users, you would come up here to your initials, go down here to switch user, and it will take you to all users you would have access to right here. And you can just click on them and go into their accounts.
Mm-hmm. And my other question was, what day does this have to be completed by?
So are you talking like the new law providing those documentations to employees, how long you have to provide that information?
Correct.
21 business days.
Okay.
21 calendar days of request.
So people that are already currently working here, we have them do these now, or they're already in this system if they were onboarded through you?
They are already in the system. If they requested their information today, all of their information would already be in the system for you, and you would have 21 calendar days to provide it to them.
Okay, thank you.
Of course. Does anyone else have any other questions? Yeah.
Can you go over how to change an employee's status from part-time to full-time or back to part-time? I believe that's just under employment is where the statuses are.
Beautiful. All right. Yep, you can go in here. You would click this little button right here. So we would go into employee management, employee maintenance, employment.
So I was going to say you could use the add new to create that record history with the effective dates and everything.
All right. There we go. Effective date today. Employment category, he was already full-time, so we want to change him to part. He was already full-time, want to change him to part-time. We can select a date change reason if we would like, but those are the only 3 categories that are technically required. So we would go ahead and click save, and it would change him to part-time right there.